Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, how's it going today? I hope you guys are having a good one. This one's gonna be a random video for you guys. Again, because we're talking about releasing and letting go, because again, I did do a message for you guys regarding the full moon. The full moon recently was in Aries and Pisces for anybody who has been following the full moon cycle and also just following the moon cycles in general. So that could be confirmation for somebody that is, you know, in tune with themselves and also realizing the changes. Sorry guys. But yeah, I actually wanted to use this deck. This is the Forest Friends Oracle Messages. I wanted to use that today just to see not only just energy, but also just to see, like, when it comes to collaborations, friendships, new beginnings, all that fun stuff. I really want to see what the energy is like, especially for those who have done the inner work when it comes to healing, releasing, and letting go, especially what no longer serves you, right? And this doesn't have to only be people, places, and things. This could just be the mental, you know, mind frame, right? So anyways, let's get started, guys. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to collaborations, friendships, and new beginnings? Okay, what does the collective need to know when it comes to friendships, collaborations, and new beginnings? What can you give me for the collective at this time? What should they need to know at this time, Spirit? So what should the collective need to know when it comes to collaborations, friendships, and new beginnings, please and thank you? Ooh. Okay, sage frog. So balance. Okay, so when it comes to balance, right, some of you guys are stepping into this new beginning where you guys are receiving tranquility, balance, peace. And again, this could mean anything for anybody, because again, peace and balance could be anything for anybody, right? Like for somebody that's homeless, peace and balance could be a nice roof over their head with some money in their pocket, okay? Rather than somebody like, you know, the collective, everybody has different reasons, right? Peace and balance could also just be in a quiet home, a quiet environment where there's no talking, there's no music, there's no nothing. It's not to say that you don't like having fun, but especially when it comes to being in a new beginning where you just want silence, peace, tranquility, you know, basically that inner knowing of silence, right? Being still, that could be significant for somebody. So it says your life needs balance. Sometimes you've caught enough flies and it's time to kick back. Okay, so again, when it comes to releasing, this is what you guys are probably focused on right now, especially when it comes to like new beginnings with friends, people, careers. There is something about balance coming in towards you guys. And again, with the moon cycles transitioning, like with the full moon being about release, this new cycle coming in, especially when we're getting ready for the new moon, that is something that you guys could be working on right now. So rabbit companions, this is about trust. Love grows trust. Grow your self-love and watch your self-trust grow. Okay, so the more you trust within yourself, okay, forget trusting in others, right? And I'm not trying to scare anybody and say, like, you know, you're not supposed to trust other people. Don't get me wrong. It is very nice, okay, and comforting to know that you can go out in your life and trust someone, right? But it's also nice to know when you're in this life and you can trust yourself. So building your self-confidence, building your intuition, building your third eye, you know, could be something that you guys are working on as well when it comes to your wants, your needs, your boundaries, what you will and will not tolerate. That could be significant for somebody. So even if it's a job, right? If you say to your job, this is what I want, this is what I need, and unfortunately your job cannot give that to you, then of course, you know what you want, you know what you deserve, go for what it is you deserve. If that company does not appreciate your worth, your value, then leave, right? There's always going to be somewhere or someone else that appreciates you for the work that you do, right? And it's not to say that you're going to kill yourself and work like 80,000 hours just to get like $15 an hour. Like, you're not going to do that. So trust yourself, trust the divine messages you're receiving, trust your intuition, trust what it is that you're seeing, okay? Even if you're seeing angel numbers, trust that. If you say something to spirit and spirit shows it back to you, trust that, okay? So, oh, 2 cards actually fell out. Let me get that other one. Come on. Any more? No, that was just those 2. Okay, so we have here koala, right? Gentleness. And we also have unicorn, creativity. So there's something about your creativity, being gentle, being tender, being soft. This is also giving like divine feminine energy, being able to step into, that power, okay, your energy. So for some of you guys, when it comes to unicorn and koala, there's something about your gentleness. So the first card says, gentleness brings us closer to each other. How can you connect and bond? Okay. This says unicorn, creativity. It says you are unique and magical. Let your creativity shine forth. Okay, so when it comes to creativity, shining your creativity, being authentic to who you are as a person, could resonate for somebody at this time. And it could resonate for a lot of people right now when it comes to your talents and skills, right? For some of you guys could be scared to showcase your talents and skills. And Spirit is saying not to do that, okay? Show up for yourself. And I'm saying that because I'm showing up for myself. I show up for myself every day, child. Every day. Even if I don't want to. Every day. So that is why I'm encouraging you guys. Always show up for yourself, no matter how sick, no matter how tired, you might be. Always show up for yourself, because at the end of the day, only you have your back. Only you have you. Only you have your own back. Only you'll be able to protect yourself. And I get it, like, every masculine and feminine, gender neutral, doesn't matter. We all want to feel secure and stable in our own space, energy within ourselves, right? But unfortunately, we have to work towards that, okay? So Blackbird is about discovery. It says, look at your world with fresh eyes, notice and enjoy the little things, okay? So enjoying the little things in life, right? This could be people, places, or things. But when it comes to like getting to meet other people, knowing people, that could be significant, right? When it comes to following your heart and dreams, that could be significant. Like I say over and over again, discovering who you are as a person, discovering what your niche is, and then also discovering like what it is that you like to do, right? So like I said, some of us can work a 9-to-5, some of us can't. Some of us can do a part-time job in a 9-to-5. Some of us can't. Some of us are just born to be, leaders. Like, you're just born to lead a group of people. And unfortunately, some of us can't. Okay, so again, when it comes to like knowing what it is that you want, that's significant for some of you. Okay, whether these are friends, family members, jobs, okay? Knowing what you want in life will get you far, okay? Because you're not making yourself feel stagnant, right? You know what you want, you're telling people what you want, and it's not like you're being disrespectful either, but it's like you're confident what you want and what you want in this life. So because you're confident in what you're trying to manifest, Spirit's gonna find a way to give it to you, like in some way, shape, or form, right? Sorry guys, so yeah, Spirit is going to give it to you in some way, shape, or form. So for some of you guys, when it comes to having insight, okay, inner child energy is very significant. This is what you guys are working towards or dealing with right now. So we have here white owl. This is insight, perceptive, intuitive. You penetrate beyond the surface. Trust your instincts, okay? So seeing beyond the veil is very significant for some of you. Reindeer energy is very significant. So reindeer and Santa, inner child. It says, remember when you believed. Channel your inner child and be open to the magic that surrounds you. okay? So stepping into your inner magic, stepping into your inner power could be significant for some of you guys, or you may resonate with this energy at this time. But anyways, I'm going to end it here, guys. When it comes to new beginnings, friendships, you know, communities, even partnerships, Spirit is saying be comfortable within your skin and be authentic to who you are as a person. And I say that because I get it from experience. Like, I'm not going to be for everybody, honey. And I get that. And that's okay. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I might be too bold. I might be too loud. I might be too this. I might be too that. But the thing about it is, when you're comfortable in your own skin and you're aware about this, to be honest with you, nothing really bothers nothing really bothers you, because you're just in your own bubble. You're in your own world, right? But it bothers other people when they're not comfortable in their skin. And that is what I'm trying to get you guys to be comfortable. It's like, if you feel rejected by someone, that's okay. Rejection is protection, okay? Sometimes also what I notice in life too, before I end this video, for some of you guys as a takeaway, is that sometimes people judge a book by its cover. And I know this from experience too. I will have someone judge me, okay, because I may look a certain way. This could be looks, race, whatever the case may be in that person's eyes. They will judge, okay, and they will judge hard. And that is why I say never to judge somebody. Always get to know somebody for who they are, and then you can judge based on that. Like, if they do something that doesn't resonate with you, then you can say, okay, I'm gonna let it go. But for some of you guys, I always say don't judge a book by its cover, because you never know who you're meeting, especially when it comes to certain places and spaces. You don't know who you're meeting and who you're showing up for or with. And you could be trying to help people all the time. And that is why I always say protect your energy, because you could be somebody who wants to help people, okay? But Spirit is always saying to protect your energy and put yourself first, because sometimes people don't appreciate that. Some people may look at you and assume like, you don't have enough money to hang with me. You don't have the clothes that I wear to be around with me. You know, you're not smart enough to be near me. Like, you know, there's people that are like that. And me personally, I hate that. That's why I say don't judge a book by its cover, because you could look at someone and think so highly of them, and they're trash. I'm sorry. They're the most trashiest of most trash people. You could look up to someone and think so highly of them and think they're trash. And that is why I say, like, always look within yourself, because you had the answers with you. Child, you always had the answers. It's just to be comfortable and confident that it was always you, okay? So I'm going to end it here, guys. Obviously, take what resonates with you with these messages, but I just like to leave these little messages at the end, because I want you guys to understand that if someone comes in your energy and tells you a whole bunch of hoopla, telling you that you can't do something or you won't do something, I'm sorry. That's not your friend. That's not a support. That's not anything. I understand people like to be realistic and say, you know, I'm not going to say that you can't do this goal, but also have another plan in mind. That's different. Constructive criticism is also understandably different than someone just being a total hater and trying to downplay your manifestations or your goals because they can't do it or because they're not comfortable or confident in themselves, right? So guys, be confident in yourself, be comfortable, do what your heart desires, and always put yourself out there. Always strive to be good and always strive to be the best that you can possibly be, you know what I mean, based on resources and your energy, okay? Don't try to be what other people are trying to make you be. Be what you know that you can be. And if you keep trying and you keep persevering, that's okay. If people don't understand who you are and you keep trying and you keep pushing, that's okay. God sees you. All right, guys, God sees you. God always sees you. The universe always sees you. Your blessings will always come towards you, okay? And I'm not talking about a man. I'm not talking about being married. I'm not talking about the newest car or the newest, rap song. I'm not talking about that. Those things are whatever. I'm talking about things that actually matter to people's souls, okay? So I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Be confident, be true to yourself, be authentic, and do not let anyone change you for who you are, especially if you know you're on the right path, okay? Be confident, be confident, be confident, okay? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a really good one, and I'll see you in my other videos. All right, guys?